Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to do a speed review video. So I've rounded up a bunch of products that I have said in numerous videos. I'll let you know in a future video what I think of these. So rather than waiting until I've emptied some of these and reviewing them in an empties video, I thought I would sort of round up a bunch of things that I've mentioned but I haven't kind of given you my thoughts on yet. So I'm gonna try and run through things as quickly as I can and make this just like I said, speed review. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so first I have this device that I got in a BoxyCharm. It's by the brand PMD and it's a facial device. So it has these little, I don't know if you can see, it has like little bristles, little silicone bristles on it, and it has different settings. Can you hear? It vibrates. It looks like a vibrator. I'm just gonna say it. We're all thinking it. I have tried this a couple of times and I don't love this. The bristles are very short, the vibration is very strong, and it's almost like it makes my teeth rattle in my head. I'm not a fan. I don't feel that I'm getting a better cleanse by using this than I am by just cleansing my face normally. So I don't necessarily think this is like worth the money. I wouldn't run out and spend, I think they were over $100. I would not run out and spend that. I mean, I think it was cool that we got it in a BoxyCharm. I've always wanted to try something like this. But it's kind of just sitting in my cabinet. I used it a couple of times and I was like, I don't like it. Next, I've got this Igk Mistress Hydrating Hair Balm. I got this also in a BoxyCharm. I love this. This is like a leave-in conditioner in balm form, and I have very dry, very frizzy hair. My hair texture, I always say my hair texture isn't straight or curly, it's fuzzy. So I really like this. What I've been doing is spraying in a leave-in conditioner, brushing through my hair with my wet brush, and then running this through sort of the mid shaft down of the hair where my hair tends to be driest. And then I do a serum just on the very ends. And I find my hair texture has improved vastly since I've been using this. I like it a lot. You need very little. This brand is cruelty-free. Their line is gluten-free and it's vegan, I believe. All great stuff. Love the brand. Love this product. Highly recommend. If you have dry hair and you're looking for a leave-in conditioner that's maybe a little bit heavier than something you just spray in, I think you might want to check this out. I do believe they sell this brand at Sephora. Next, I have the Juice Beauty SPF 30 Oil-Free Moisturizer. I picked this up. I believe I featured it in like a haul video or something like that. I picked this up before we went to Cuba to make sure that I had a really good sunscreen for the face. I like a mineral formula. It's not easy to find a cruelty-free mineral formula, and I did find this and I was very excited about it. However, I like it for the fact that I feel like it does its job. It protects my skin from the sun. I used this when we were in Cuba and I did not burn my face. I didn't get hardly any color on my face. So for that, I really do like it. I think the texture is nice. I think it does work well as a moisturizer. You don't need to layer a bunch of extra things. What I don't like about this is that it leaves a very prominent white cast. I know that that's like a common thing with mineral sunscreens, but the Elta MD clear formula is one that I really like. It doesn't do that. I'm currently using the Tizo Face and Body formula. It is a little bit tinted, so it doesn't leave that white cast. This leaves a white cast and your face continues to be white for quite a while after you've applied it. So something like this, it works well, but I have to put makeup on if I'm gonna put this on. I can't put this on and just go out into the world. I almost look gray. So for that reason, I won't buy it again. I will use it up because it was not cheap. It was well over $30. It might have been closer to $40. Either way, I will use it. It does do its job, but it wouldn't be like my go-to mineral sunscreen. Next, I have the Quintessence Moisture Mist. I featured this in, I think, a haul as well at the beginning of the self-isolation period, and I've used up almost half of it. I love this so much. I love a good moisturizing toner. I want like a moisture mist, exactly what it's called. I don't want a toner that's like removing oils and dirt and different things like that, I'm cleansing my face. I don't need that. This is exactly what I'm looking for in a toner. You just mist it on your skin, and then you can put your hyaluronic acid right over top when your skin's still wet. It's going to draw that moisture from the mist into your skin. I love it so much. So highly recommend this. This one I bought through Maritime Beauty, so you can purchase this through my online store at Coastal Beauty, which is always linked in the description box down below if you're interested in that specific product. I have a couple of different concealers to talk about. The first one is the Pretty Vulgar, I think it's called the Undercover Concealer, and I have the color Little White Lies. I received this in a BoxyCharm, and I really like this. I like this for my no makeup days. Most of the concealers that I have are very high coverage. This is, I would say, more a medium coverage, and it has more of a satin finish. It's not terribly matte. So when I'm doing like a BB cream, a little cream bronzer, a little cream blush, and I just want to brighten up the under eye a little bit because I have bags for days, this is the concealer that I go for. It doesn't look too heavy when I'm doing a lighter makeup day, so I really like it for that. And I was sort of looking for something like that, so I was really excited to have this. Really enjoying it. If you're looking for something a little bit more medium coverage that has a nice satiny finish, I think you'd really like this. The other concealer that I picked up myself was the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So I think last year they came out with the Camo Concealer, which was supposed to be like a dupe for the Shape Tape. So very matte, very high coverage, and this is supposed to be a more hydrating version of that. So I picked it up. I have lines under my eyes. I'm 33. I have lines. It's, you know, it just is what it is. So I thought I'll try this one because anything too matte and too cakey really emphasizes the texture underneath my eyes. So I thought that this might be a really nice option. It had great reviews. People on the YouTubes are really loving this concealer. I bought it at Walmart. It's around $6. It's not expensive, but it says Hydrating Camo Concealer with a satin finish. When I use this, my under eyes have never looked drier. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've tried using less. I've tried using a little bit more. I've tried mixing it in with other concealers that I know that I like. And something about this formula just makes me look 105 years old. It is not cute. It doesn't work for me. I haven't decided if I'm going to declutter it or if I'm going to move it into my makeup artist kit for when I'm doing makeup on other people, because I think, especially for like prom on those little young girls, remember prom makeup? We're not doing that this year, but next year. But if I'm doing makeup on somebody younger who doesn't have texture under their eyes, this would probably be fine. But if you're like 30 plus and you have lines, don't buy this. You will be disappointed. So I'm on the hunt for like the perfect liquid liner. I currently have the Hank & Henry Blackity Black liquid liner. I've talked about this before. I don't like it. It bleeds into my lines. It's like the product kind of comes out the end, it globs up, it's a whole thing. So the last liquid liner that I really remembered loving and that I remember being able to do like a really nice wing super easily was the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner. So when I was picking up the concealer, I was like, I'm just gonna get this and then my eyeliner struggles are gonna be over. This is not as good as I remember it being. It does look like a Sharpie, which I knew that, like I've had it before, but I just remember being able to do the easiest wing liner with this. It is not black enough. I don't know if the formula has changed or if I am just like remembering it as a unicorn that it isn't. But I can't recommend this. It's like $3. It's not expensive, but I kept having to go over the line again and again to get it to show up, and it was almost like my eyeshadow was coming off on the end of the applicator and like kind of gumming up the works a little bit. So even though it's only $3, I mean, save your money and just get a better one. If you know of the perfect liquid liner that is cruelty-free, please comment it below. I am struggling. Next, I want to talk about the Verb Shampoo. So I've told you guys in so many videos, I'm like on the hunt for the perfect cruelty-free shampoo and conditioner. I do have conditioners on the go. If you're keeping up with my project pan, I have multiple open bottles of conditioner that I'm trying to work through, but I picked up the Verb Shampoo because I had like 3 bottles of conditioner and no shampoo. So I picked up the shampoo. I love this. I think this is going to be my go-to Holy Grail cruelty-free shampoo. It is everything that I need and want in a shampoo. It doesn't make my hair feel dry. It lathers like nobody's business, even though it's paraben-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, cruelty-free, all the things. Usually when they're sulfate-free, they don't really lather, and I like a good lather. I know it's a psychological thing. I don't care. I want it to lather. Otherwise, my hair doesn't feel clean. This lathers up so nicely with so little product. This is one of those shampoos where, you know, when you shower and you haven't washed your hair in like a really long time. You know when you take it out of the bun and it just stays up there because it's so dirty? I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm not the only one that does that. So when I use this after my hair is really dirty, with other shampoos, I usually have to do it twice to really get it to feel clean. With this one wash. One wash, it still lathers like crazy. It gets squeaky clean when I rinse it out. I've had this, I want to say I bought this at the beginning of self-isolation, so it's been at least 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. I'm only half done it. So I think when I run out of this, I'll probably just buy the liter and be done with it, and I'll probably get the conditioner that goes with it and just call it a day. I've figured out what I like. The only thing that I will mention about this is that my husband does this thing where he sniffs the top of my head and goes, adult baby head. That's like it's like a weird thing that we do where we sniff each other's heads. I don't know if other people do that, but we do. Anyways, embarrassing. Am I going to include that? Am I going to edit it out? We'll see. But when he sniffs the top of my head, since I've been using this, he's like, what are you using for shampoo? He finds that this doesn't smell like me. I think it smells fine. It smells sort of clean and fresh. It has a little bit of a soapy smell to it. I don't really mind that, but I'm not smelling the top of my head. So I will mention that. I think this line is meant to be sort of unisex, so it doesn't have like a flowery, feminine smell to it. It just smells clean. So I will mention that. Smell it before you buy it, but I really like it. Next, I have the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. If you shake it up, you can see there's little bits of gold floating. How fancy. This was actually gifted to me by one of my subscribers. Thanks, Carol Ann. That was so sweet. She gifted this to me. She received it, I think, in a BoxyCharm Premium. Wasn't going to use it. Passed it along to me. So sweet. So thoughtful. I really like this as a setting spray. You can use it as a prep step as well. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it burns my eyes. So when I mist my face with it, I just have to remember to like keep my eyes closed while I'm fanning so that I don't get any so that my eyes don't burn. So I do really like this though. It doesn't give you that wet face feel. It more just kind of melts everything in so it doesn't look powdery anymore. So everything else that I have left is skincare. Next up I have the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I got these in a BoxyCharm. I hadn't opened them because I had other AHA type products open. So I have finally opened these and given them a try. So they're meant to help exfoliate, tone, and brighten the skin. So this is basically like a little cotton round saturated in like an AHA. They look like this. I quite like these. It's a very easy way to do an AHA exfoliation. So what I do is I cleanse my skin, I let my skin fully dry, and then I go in with one of these pads kind of all over my face, and I'll sort of concentrate it on the areas where I might be breaking out. My skin's been doing a lot of weird stuff since the whole quarantine situation. But I'm really liking these. They don't make my skin burn or anything like that. And then after my skin dries from this product, I go in with my facial mist and I do the rest of my skincare. So I'm really liking these. I don't think they're terribly expensive. You can buy them at Sephora. So if you're somebody who finds like doing a rinse off AHA or a serum is like one more step that you don't want to do, this might be a nice option. Continuing on with exfoliation, I have this Skin&Co Polishing Micro Exfoliating Truffle Face Gommage. So this I got also in a BoxyCharm. A lot of products come in BoxyCharm. This is a scrub. It's a manual exfoliation. I normally use the Quintessence Sage Peel. It's my favorite manual exfoliant. It has like little jojoba beads in it, so they're very, very round and gentle. So when I went from the Sage Peel to this, it was aggressive. It was a bit like rubbing gravel all over my face. So this has apricot seed powder in it. It is fine for the face. I just find compared to the sage peel, it's quite aggressive. So I'm generally just... What? I love how my husband comes home and just hollers at the door for me. Babe, like, what? Doing something. Where was I? Okay, so this has apricot seed powder in it. It is fine for the face. I find it a little bit aggressive compared to the one that I was using before. So when I'm using this, I'm just being very gentle. I'm doing it in the shower when my face is wet. I'm using a very little bit in my hand, and I'm just very gently using it on the areas where I'm noticing I have a lot of texture. I'm really struggling with texture right now. So other than that, I'm really loving this for the body because it's a little bit more aggressive for the face. It's really nice for the body, especially I'm using it on like the chest area. I'm having some texture here as well. So when I have a shower, I'm doing a very light exfoliation on the face, and then I'm going in on my chest, on my elbows, the backs of my arms, the places where I'm having some texture, and I'm finding that really, really nice. Okay, so next I have the Drunk Elephant Bestie number 9 Jelly Cleanser. I got this in a duo set. This was the birthday gift for last year from Sephora. It came with the Proteini moisturizer. I haven't finished that up yet. I have only used it a couple of times, but I opened this when we went to Cuba, so I wanted to use it up after we got home because I know I won't be on a trip before this will expire. Anyways, for a Drunk Elephant product, this is very underwhelming. I don't think anybody needs this for a cleanser. It does dry out my skin a little bit, not like noticeably, but in the way of like after I cleanse my skin before I put my toner on, it has that tight feeling. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I have oily skin, so I don't normally experience that. It's a little bit odd for me to experience that. So I will use it up. It's almost gone. It was just a deluxe sample size, but I don't think this is anything to get too excited about. Drunk Elephant has some really nice products. I just don't think this is one that's worth the money. I bought this product from The Ordinary quite a while ago. This is their Caffeine Solution, and it's specifically for reducing the appearance of eye contour, pigmentation, and puffiness. So I get really dark circles, but in addition to the dark circles, I get like a puffiness here that creates that sort of bag under the eye situation. So I bought this thinking that would fix that. I don't know if it does anything. I'm still using it. You use very little, so it lasts forever. I've had it over a year, and I think I'm like here. I just don't really know if it's doing anything. And if I don't put an eye cream over this, it gets all crusty and crazy looking. So you really have to layer this with another product. I don't think I would repurchase this. I'm gonna use it up because I hate wasting products. Maybe when I stop using it, I'll find that it was making a difference, but I'm just not really sold on this one. And then the last one that I want to talk about is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. Now this was sent to me, however this isn't sponsored. Nobody's paying me anything ever to review a product. It just was sent to me for reviewing purposes. I've already done those posts on Instagram, but I did want to touch on it on my YouTube channel because I actually really like this. I had tried their Truth Serum before, which is their vitamin C serum, and I loved that. So when I got this in the mail, I was really excited because this is 15% vitamin C and 5% PHAs and hyaluronic acid. So vitamin C and hyaluronic acid are some of my favorite ingredients. So I was really, really excited about this. And I did take a picture every day for 7 days in the 7 days that I use this. And I did notice an overall brightening effect from the vitamin C. My skin definitely felt more hydrated. I thought it was breaking me out at first, but then it turns out that my skin's just weird in quarantine. So it definitely was not this that was breaking me out. It smells like fresh squeezed orange juice in the best possible way. I just love it. I really, really love this. It's not a cheap product, but if you're looking for a splurge item for like a skincare item, I do think that this is worth a look. I'm really, really enjoying it. So that's it. That's my big review roundup, speed reviews, whatever you want to call it. I'll decide when I put a title on this video, but that's all the products that I could remember that I had said I'll let you guys know in a future video and then never did. So now I have Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these products, what you think of them. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.